So years ago in the 70s, it's there was a show, Match Game, and I don't I don't know if many people remember it, but the host, it's he would always read um, these little scripts, and there was one that he would read to the panel, and it was always about this dumb Donald was so dumb, and then the audience would always scream, "Well, how dumb was he?" So every morning, it's like when I wake up and I read the news about things that Donald Trump did the night before, or things that he signed, or things that he said. It's I always laugh because I always think of things that Donald Trump has done. Or that Donald Trump has done. I always think of dumb Donald and how dumb is he, and things that he's done with the tariffs, like he initiates the tariffs, and then the next day he gives a reprieve for a week or for 2 weeks, or then he has a 250% tariff on dairy products, and then he doesn't have a tariff on dairy products, and then he has all this other bullshit, and it just shows that Donald Trump really is dumb Donald, and it's just crazy that people actually voted for him, and that we actually have what was once the most powerful country in the world being being led by probably the stupidest person that that's alive, and actually just being ran by a cabinet full of people who are just the most unqualified people imaginable. You have an attorney general who has absolutely no clue, who have people who are resigning left and right. You have a secretary of defense who, again, has no clue of what's going on. You have a secretary of state who who's absolutely laughable. It's I can't get over that image of him sitting on the sofa like a little boy who's just been reprimanded when Zelensky was in the office, who was just sinking and shrinking, and just if he could be any place else, it was obvious that he didn't want to be there. Um, but yet each one of them is spineless. They None of them have the balls, have the spine to stand up and speak out, to actually tell Trump that he's wrong. And anyone who is a leader, they would want people to stand up to them. They would want people to question them. Anyone who just wants people to be yes men, they're not a leader, and they shouldn't hold office. And if people vote for somebody because that's what they want, then it's it's ridiculous. I don't know what we're coming to, but when you have a person who is in office and who got elected because he said he is pro-military, pro-veterans, and yet he's looking to cut the Veterans Administration by 80,000 people. He is not pro-veteran. He is not looking out for the veterans of America. He is not looking out for the people who put their life on the line. And yet you have these it makes me so angry that that you have these young Republicans and older Republicans who say that he has our soldiers, that he has their backs, and he doesn't. When you hear what he's said about the soldiers and the people who have lost limbs, the people who have come back and who will never be the same, and you have them voting for this person who could give a rat's ass, whose daddy got him out of the service because of manufactured bone spurs. This man has no right to be our commander-in-chief. It's appalling that this is the person who was elected. The crimes that he has committed in 40 days, there's a laundry list that, and the thing is that you can see it. It's been written. It just befuddles me, the arguments that I've had online with people. And you point out the facts, and they insist on arguing with you. And the more you point it out, and the more that you state the obvious, the more they dig in. And it's unbelievable that, and you wonder how did we get here, to this place, to where the truth has become a lie, and the lie has become the truth. And will it ever change? Will we ever get to the place where we can go back to where the truth is the truth anymore? Will we ever get to the place where you can actually come together for the common good and put differences aside and actually compromise for what is the better for not only the country, but for the world? I'm not so sure, because I just don't know how people can be so greedy and just care so much about money that they can actually just let people die. And that human life means nothing anymore. It's sad.